Hi everyone, I continue on the lesson here. I had a technical issue and I had to stop the video, and now I continue. So this that we were doing here we were doing write the following decimals in fractional form. So I want to write them in fractional form. So for every decimal digit that I have, I add 1 0. So if I have one digit in decimal, I divide it by 10, or if I have 2, I divide by 100. If I have 3, I have divide by 1000, and then I try to simplify it. So right now I have this one here, and maybe I can show you all the parts and that you don't miss anything. So this one is I can cancel and I can simplify. So here the answer is so one moment. Yeah, okay, so it's I can divide 894. I can divide it by so 894 divided by 2, it is 447 divided by 5. And how many 5 I have? It's 89 I have. So, and then 2 is left, so 2 over 5 then. Okay, so the next one is 674.54, which is 67454 divided by 100. Yes, I can divide this by I can simplify, divide by 2. Also, I can go to mixed fraction, and the answer is 6,474,27 27 divided by 50. The last but not least is 86, but remember, it's not 86 divided by 100. 86 divided by 100 is 86%, which is a very high number, but this one is divided by 1000. Okay, so that one is 10 times of this one. So this one here, and then I can say, okay, so it is 43 divided by 500. Okay, and then I'm done. So now I can continue here comparing decimals. When you are comparing decimals numbers to determine which is larger, think of the decimal places as their fractional meaning and use zeros to whole places. So I want to show you what do I mean here. Okay, so you want to compare decimal numbers. Compare the whole number first. You compare the whole number first. So maybe you see the whole number, one of them is bigger, you don't need to even continue. Okay, you don't even need to continue to after. Okay, when you compare whole number, for example, I have 5.0 and I have, for example, I have 5.1 and I have 50.1. So which one is bigger? So of course 50 is bigger. Okay, so you compare the whole number. So just the whole number you compare first. And then if they are equal, you can compare the decimal parts. Start the 10th place and move to right. So you start from the 10th place, which is the first one after decimal, and then you continue to go to right. Stop when two digits in the same place are different. Okay, so here must be when. Stop when two digits in the same place are different. They are not the same. So you stop there. Okay, and you don't need to continue after. Even 1 million digits after, you don't need to continue. So it means you have to compare place value by place value. So you compare 10th with 10th, 100th with 100, 1000th with 1000. How about here? Which one is larger? 0.25. Okay, 0.25 and 0.235. Okay, so you compare these two. They are equal, so of course you go to after decimal. If one of them is bigger, you don't need to even consider decimal part. Okay, so now you compare this part and you continue after. Now you compare this part, and which one is bigger? Between 5 and 3, which one is bigger? 5. So done, you don't continue, so this is bigger. Okay, so it says when comparing decimals numbers to determine which one is large, think of decimal places as their fractional meaning. It means, for example, this is 25 over 100, 25 over 100. and this one is 235 over 1000, and then you can compare them. How do you compare? So you do, okay, so I do 0 and 0, and then I compare. Okay, 250 over 1000, 235 over 1000, I have the same denominator, I have like fractions, I have the same denominators. Now I can compare. So of course this one is bigger. Okay, this is the meaning of this part. Okay, so now you want to compare. Okay, you compare 8 and 8, you continue. You compare 8 and 8, you continue. You compare this and this, you continue. But then, which one is larger? The one which is 1, because the one that doesn't have anything means 0. But remember, this doesn't mean 0 for you, because when you work in lab, when you work in scientific notations, every digit has meaning for you. So if you say 8.88 is not the same as 8.880, because if you have 0 after 8 means you are sure about that digit, which is 0. But mathematically we consider that part, which when we don't see, we consider 0. Okay, so this is larger then. You compare this with this one. Okay, which one is larger? This one. So done. You don't compare then. You compare this part and this part. Now you continue. You compare this one and this one, and which one is larger? You don't continue then. How about after? So you compare 89, 89. You compare 9, 9. You compare 8, 8. Then you compare this one and this one. Maybe you don't see with this color, so I change it. So which one is larger? This one. How about after? This number doesn't have any decimal. The next one doesn't have any decimal. So how do I compare? Okay, I just see the place value. Okay, I have 4 digits, so means 1000. See, this is 1, this is 10, this is 100, and this is 1000. Okay, yes, the same. I have the same digits. For example, if one of them is 1000, if one of them is 100, for example, if one of them is 7777 and one of them is just 700, of course I say 7000 is bigger when I have more digits. When I have more digits, then of course the more digits larger. But when I have the same, so yeah, I have to compare. How do I compare? Okay, so I have 7000 and 7000. So now I continue. I have 700 and 800, so I stop because 800 is larger. So I don't care. Maybe 800, after 800 I have 899. So doesn't matter. The other one is 700. So it's still 800. Sorry, maybe it's just 800 and the other one 799. So it's still 800 is bigger. How about this one here? So this one you compare, you see 6 digits, 6 digits. Yes, so they are the same. Both of them are 600,000. Okay, so now I can compare them. So because they have the same digits, so this one and this one I compare. This one and this one I compare. This one and this one I compare. These two I compare. And these two, which one is bigger? This one. Because the one of them is 8, one of them is 7. How about the one here? Okay, so 2 and 2, I continue. Okay, 8 and 7. We don't even think about 99 after, because 8 is bigger than 7, so this one is bigger. Okay, how about that guy? So, okay, 43, 32. So I compare the one before decimal. Okay, yes, I have 2 digits. They are not the same. They are not the same. One of them 43, one of them 32, but they have both the same digits. So one of them is 43, one of them is 32. So which one is larger? This one. Okay. So now rounding and significant digits. So rounding and significant digits. So your calculator will supply you with an answer. So you will see an answer, and you will see it has many decimal places. And in science you need to round, and you need to come up with just a number which is, for example, rounded appropriately, and you will learn this in future. Okay, but before we go to scientific rounding and significant digits and decimal place and all of those, not those lessons that you are going to see in, I think you are going to see it in topic 3 or 4. So you will see there. I guess it's, I'm not sure it's topic 3 or 2 or 3 or so in future you will see. So before that, we need to know round, how do we round and how do we round correctly. Okay, so in terms of how do we decide to round, so we can, for now I can just tell you how to round. I mean, for example, round it to round it to, for example, two decimal place, so round it to three significant digits. But for now you don't know the meaning of those. Okay, so this one we leave for future, because in future I will teach you how to round. I will show you significant digits, decimal places, and all of those things. But let's say we know that and we want to round. So first you decide where you want to so round. Okay, so which digit you want to be rounded. So this one is either given to you, or you have to come up to an idea and come up to a digit based on many facts, okay, which you are going to see in future. Okay, so let's say this part you will learn. So I either give it to you how to round, sorry, where to round, or even, or you have it because of some investigations and some calculation. Okay, so then you look at the number which is come after that, immediately after to the right. If the number is 5 or more, you add one digit to the underlying number. If the number is 4 or less, you don't change. Then change all the numbers after the underlying one to 0 if they are holding place. So I will show what do I mean here. I will show. So I make it green and I show it later. Okay. If not, if they don't hold the place, delete it. So if they don't hold the place, delete it. So I make it blue and I show it. Okay. Here 1000, round it to 1000. Okay. Here. So what do I mean? Okay. It says round to 1000. Find 1000. Where is 1000? So I said this part I either give it to you where, or you have to find out later. So find out later, it's coming later. But where, right now I'm going to tell you. So right now I tell you round to 1000. Okay, so you underline 1000. Which one is 1000? How do I know? Because 4 is 1, 3 is 10, 2 is 100, 1 is 1000. Then I check, I underline that, check the one after. Okay, the one after is less, is 4 or less, because it's 2, so it's less than 4, less than 5. Okay, so I don't move up, so I just don't change 1. See, it says don't change, it's here, don't change, because the one after is 2. I don't change. But remember, this is related to here. The digits are holding place value. If I remove them, my answer is 1. But that's wrong. My answer should be 1000. So I need to add 0. So it says add 0 after 1, the zeros, if they are holding place value. They are holding place value. 4 is 1, place value 1. 3 is place value 10. 2 is place value 100. So they are holding place value. 100. Okay, so you underline 100. So as I said, for now, we tell you where to round. So you underline it. Then you check the one after. I want to see these parts. Otherwise, I ask you, what did you do? If you are my student, you have to show your steps. Okay, so then the one after is 3, so you don't change. Okay, let me show you. So you don't change. So you have 1, 2. But don't say 12. Sometimes I see this. That's wrong. Because you have 1200. So still you have to say 1200. You have 1234. Still I have to hear 1200. So if they are holding place value like 1, 10, 100, 1000, you have to add 0. How about 10? So you underline 10. You check the one after. The one after is 4, so you don't change. So you have 1, 2, 3. Remember, you need 0 because I said it's place value. So it's 1234. So I still have to hear 1230. How about the next? Okay. I'm not sure if you, yeah. So you underline 1. Yeah. So you underline 1. You check the next one. The next one is 5. So you move to up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay? So you either don't change or you move up. Uh, yeah, here, like here. Okay? So how about this one? Tenth. So you underline that and check the next one. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4.6. Okay? Oh, I forgot to mention. After decimal, they are not holding any place value, so I don't need to add any 0 there. Okay? Because they don't hold any place value for me. But 1 is important, 10 is important, 100 is important, 1000, I cannot forget them. But right now I don't need any 0 after. Okay? How about this? 100. So you underline that, check that. So you move up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.57. How about 1000? You underline that, check that. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4.56, 5, 6, 8. Okay? So again, you decide where you want to round based on some facts you are going to see in future, or I tell you like here. You underline that digit, and I want to see that. I want to see this red part, because then I ask you what did you do. If you are my student, show your steps. Then check the next one. Then, if you have the next one, 5 or more, add up the one that you underline. If it is 5 or 4 or less, means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't change. If the number, those digits are place value holder, like 1000, 100, okay, so you have to add 0. But if they are not, like here, so like all of these, okay, so you don't need to add 0. So it's here, yeah. Okay, so let me see. If not, delete them. So you move up, and also this one here. Okay, so here you moved up 5, 6, yes. So you move up, and then okay, you move up, and if some of them are placeholders, so you have to just add 0. If not, so you don't need. Okay, so how about here? Now these are practice. Okay, so you round to tenth, you round to 1. Okay, so tenth, you have 3.456. So you underline this, check this. So it is almost 3.5 because I have 5 after, so I move up. How about this? 3.456. I underline that, check that. So I almost do 3 because it's 4 after. I don't change. So I either don't change or I move up. 1,567.90. 10. I underline that, check that. It is almost 1,567. 70. 1567.90. So you underline tenth here, okay, and you check the next one. So you don't need to change, so it's this. Oops. Yeah. How about 100? Okay, so 786.459. 100. I underline that, check that. It is almost what? So you underline, okay, it's almost 800. Okay, what I can, sometimes I see a student, they say they underline 7, they check 8, they change to 8 and they stop. No, I hear 786. I still have to hear 100. So they are placeholder. I have to add 0. How about here? 786.459. I underline 100. I underline that. Check that. It is almost 786.46. Okay, good. How about this one? 2.345. You underline 100. You check this one, so you do this 2.35. Oops. How about check? How about the next? 2.345. You underline 10. So you underline this. You underline this one. You check the next one. So it is 2.3. No change. Okay, because it's 4, I don't need to change it. How about next? You can stop and try it on your own and then check. So this one, am I right? So you underline, okay, so which one is 1000? So this is 1, this is 10, this is 100, this is 1000. So I underline and check. So it is almost 2, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay? So I changed 0, I changed to 1. I move up. But remember, I have to hold these zeros. So yes. So let me see what did I do for the color of after underline 1, 2. Okay. So I need to change the color of these just to emphasize these are for that part. Okay. So not here. And yes here. And yes here. And yes here. Okay. Now I continue. 2 0 0 5 0 0. Okay, so the first one is 1, the second one is 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000. So you underline this guy and you check the next guy. So it is this 200,000. Okay, so yes, I have to do this one for, okay, for this part, just this part, because for that part, oh yes, for all of them, because it was I underlined 2. Okay, so 5 6 9 0 0 0, 10,000. So 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. So I underline this and I did do this. So okay, so you do 5 7 0 0 0 0. Okay, and yes, this is all those zeros that you have to add. Okay, so 100,000. So it is 5 6 9 0 0 0. So 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000. So this one is 100,000. This one is 100,000. I underline the next one, so it is almost 600,000. Okay. Yeah. How about this one? 0.0134. So it says 100. So I underline that, check that. It is just this. No change. 10,000. So it is 0.0134. Okay. So this is 10. Tenth. The next one is 100. 1,000, 10,000. So you underline that and you don't see anything to just check. So it is the same. How about thousand? Okay, so I do 1.02559. I underline. Okay, so this is tenth, hundred, thousand. Yes, tenth, hundred, thousand. Yes, so 5. I underline 5 and I check the next one. So it is almost 1.0260. No, I don't need. Just 6. Yeah, yes. I don't need because it's after decimal and it's not placeholder. I don't need. Sorry, I didn't pay attention. Okay, so 1.02559. Okay, so tenth, I underline that, check that. It is almost 1.0. Okay, what's the reason I see this 0 and I said don't add 0 after decimal? I said don't add 0 for those digits, which are after the underline one. But for the underline one, you have to have a digit for the underline one. So here I'm not allowed to remove this 0 at all. Okay, because that's the underline one. Okay, so it's important here. Okay, how about the last but not least, 590.9? So I underline that, I check that, it is almost 591. And 100, 590.9, I underline that, I check that. So sorry, I need to be consistent with the color. So I underline that, check that. So it is 100, so 600. Okay, so again that's also I consider as those zeros. Okay, so again, where to round, I either give you or you learn it later. So you underline that, check the next one, show me these parts. If the next one is 5 or more, move the underline one up. If 4 or less, don't change. If they are placeholder, add 0 after. If they are not placeholder, no, just delete them. For example, if I hear at the beginning, I hear 1,000, I still have to hear 1,000. Okay? So, it was all about this lesson. And so we are done. We can move to topic 7. And then after topic 8, and then we are done with the review and we can continue. Thank you so much. Bye.